Hello, my name is Dr. Justin Grimes, and I'm the author of 20 Questions to Answer Before You Apply to Graduate School. A little bit about my background. So, I have three different degrees. My first degree is a bachelor's in computer information systems with a minor in African American studies from the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville. I did an online master's program also at the University of Arkansas in workforce development education with an emphasis on human resource education. And after working several years in the field of student affairs, I decided it was time for me to go back and get a doctoral degree. Now, I knew a number of people who were pursuing this degree, but I wasn't 100% sure of what the process was to get into a graduate program at the doctoral level. And so I started to do a little bit of research, reading a few books, relying on my network to guide me through. And frankly, y'all, it didn't work. I took the GRE. I didn't get the score I necessarily wanted. And unfortunately, I got told no quite a few times. So I had to regroup and rethink what was I needing to do different the next time I was going to approach this process. And I was able to successfully get into the University of Georgia, where I pursued my PhD in the College Student Affairs Administration program and successfully completed my doctoral degree, won a Dissertation of the Year award. After that, I started working in graduate education for several more years, and then left all of my work professionally in higher education to start my own business and write this book, 20 Questions to Answer Before You Apply to Graduate School. I wrote this book, quite frankly, y'all, because I was really looking at a lot of online resources and really couldn't find much that walked through the totality of the process of applying to graduate school. I could find resources on taking an exam. So if I wanted to take the GMAT, the GRE, the LSAT, or the MCAT, I could find a book on that. If I wanted to learn how to be a better academic writer, I could probably find a book on that. If I wanted to find a book on completing the dissertation, I could find resources and books on that. But nothing was out there that was walking students through the process, that was walking you through understanding the letters of recommendation, the questions to ask faculty, picking an online or in-person program, and deciding what resources you need to successfully fund or pay for your graduate degree. I just couldn't do it. And so in my role as a graduate student recruiter, I would go to many different graduate student fairs, both in person and online. I would talk with students via email or phone call or virtually. And oftentimes they were talking about a very specific program, sometimes of which I had no idea what the program was, y'all. I'm doing this on behalf of the institution, but I really am trying to get them into a conversation with a faculty member. But I could sell you on the institution. I could describe our resources and supports for you very thoroughly. And that right there would often be the way that I was starting to get people in. But what I knew is that you all needed more information than that. You really needed to make sure that you understood the sticker price, right? So like, for example, if you go buy a vehicle at a car dealership, on the vehicle is going to be a sticker price. It's going to outline everything that is included within the vehicle, the specs of the vehicle, all the additional things they added, like car mats and certain type of guards and other things that are in there that are additional, right? And then you also get at the very bottom the MSRP, or something else that is giving you the total price, which we call as the sticker price. And so I recognized that so many people were negating the sticker price. They were negating the mats. They were negating all the other things that went into this process. The loan, the meeting with the loan provider, the conversation with the dealer, the constant negotiation and back and forth, getting things from your bank. And these types of things happen when you're buying a vehicle. But we're not buying vehicles, y'all. We're trying to get into graduate school. And so when I started talking to students, I realized there were a lot more questions that I had, even as a recruiter, versus the ones that they were asking. And so I decided that I needed to write a resource that I could give a student that was going to help them through the entire process. Whether they were a first year student or a junior, I wanted to make sure that wherever they were, you could follow a path that will successfully get you into graduate school. Even if you were a working professional, you've been working for a number of years or a short time, I wanted to give you a resource that was going to help you be able to take your experience, your knowledge, your skills, utilize those, showcase those so that you can then get into a graduate program. And that's what ultimately led me to write this book, because I wanted to help people get from point A to Z without any hiccups. And so far, y'all, many individuals have been successful at utilizing this book to get them into graduate school. So who is this book for is a really good question. This book is for any aspiring graduate student. So who are aspiring graduate students, right? Because we talk about this a lot in graduate education. Let's start with what people may classify as the non-traditional student. This is someone who might be working for a living, someone who may be in a postdoc, not a postdoc, but a person who's in a post-baccalaureate program, maybe something such as a gap year, right? This is an individual that we think of as a little bit older. Average age of a graduate student is around 33. And so when I'm thinking about the non-traditional student, this book is great for you because it's going to provide you with a lot of essential information that you already know and are gifted at: your resume, building networks, having constant and effective communication with others. Like, you know this, but there are specific pieces in this process that may be unfamiliar to you. And so I want to help you understand what's needed for you. I wrote a timeline in the back of the book for you. The other group this is for: college students. I worked in higher education for 17 years, every year with college students. Okay. And so what I know is that you're going through your plan of study, right? Trying to make sure you register for the number of hours needed for this semester to get to the next semester to ultimately reach graduation where you will get that degree. Okay. And this book is for you because at some point in time, whether right now or later on in life, graduate school has a high likelihood of being a part of your educational journey. But wouldn't it be helpful to just have one resource where everything is compiled for you so that you can work through it step by step within your own timeline or the timeline that I provide you? That's who this book is for. So when I say this book is for everybody, it's everybody who wants to go to graduate school. Y'all, I'm walking you through understanding how to pay for it, what funding is, application fee waivers, letters of recommendation. I even give you a template in the book you can use to email individuals who can write a letter of reference for you, recommendation for you to get into graduate school. I'm explaining the different types of graduate programs that exist. I'm walking you through the different types of loans that are out there for graduate school. I'm talking you through understanding your goals and your dreams and how a graduate degree can help you. I'm talking through the potential income you're going to make when you have a graduate degree. There is so much in this book. I've already mentioned that at the back of the book, there are two timelines. One timeline is for individuals who are currently pursuing an undergraduate degree, and the second timeline is for individuals who are working professionals, or what some might call non-traditional students. So it's giving you a breadth of everything, the requirements. I'm walking through every single requirement that most graduate programs ask for. Hey, here's the reality. A lot of people get told no on their first time going to graduate school. Many individuals are taking tests like the GRE and are not obtaining the scores that meet the minimum requirements. And so many people let fear stop them. I've been out of school for a number of years. I'm a parent. I don't know when I'm going to fit it in. I'm just exhausted from school. 4, 5, 6, 10 years was enough from undergrad. I don't know if I have any more capacity. I don't have the financial aid or means to pay for this. And there's a lot of things that can get in the way for you not going forward with this. But I strongly believe if you read this book and you go through every single step outlined in this book, you not only will decide to apply to graduate school, you will get admitted and you will go and you will be successful in this process. So that is the reason why this book is important, is because I want to share with you information that many individuals are not aware of. I want you to make an informed decision. And once you make that decision, I want you to be confident in it and say that, yes, I am going to go to graduate school. And here's the place I'm going to apply to. You can purchase this book at applytograduateschool.com. The link is also down in the description and you can get the book there. But once you go on the website and you purchase it from there, you are automatically added into the A2GS community. And members of the community are getting resources and information from me on a weekly basis. Within the emails that I send, they're getting stuff on my LinkedIn newsletter. They're getting videos, they're getting access to specific content. So you want to purchase the book and go to the website, read the blogs. Look at all the resources that we provide, from coaching, from helping you work through your personal statement with our Personal Statement Advantage program, to events and workshops that we host. We are here at Apply to Graduate School to help you. And I am looking forward to receiving information where you say, Dr. Grimes, I got in. Have a great rest of the day and a great rest of the week.